What's up, everybody? It's your boy, Coach Rhodes, our man, Coach Bird.
What's up?
Welcome to Unscripted Coaches, episode 20. Final Four's over. Hey, guess who picked it right?
We got it right here.
National champion. He says we. I appreciate that.
Florida.
But really and truly, it was him.
Hey,
I really
actually,
didn't have a lot of faith in
Who got
Florida.
player of the year?
Cooper Flagg.
Who we pick?
Cooper Flagg.
Who got the coach of the year?
Rick Pitino.
Who we pick?
Rick Pitino. We're on it, man.
I know a lot of people thought Duke was going to win it, but they kind of choked.
Yeah.
Kind of choked. I mean, you're up 6 points with 40 seconds left.
I tell you what, I guarantee
Choke.
I guarantee you that John Shire will be looking at end of the game situations. I think every game they lost, they had a chance to win it at the end.
Just figure out how to get the ball inbounds and stuff.
Well, that would have helped. And I know the bottom line is you're right. They didn't do enough to win the game. But I will say I do not like the dang foul call on the free throw line.
Well,
You did spend a physical game the whole time, which was great. I thought it was an outstanding game back and forth. You know, Duke makes little runs and Houston climbed right back in it. But that little foul right there, they just walk up the court and shoot 2 free throws.
well, I mean, a lot of pressure on that boy. He's, 52% and made both of them. But if Duke Proctor makes the free throw, the one situation to win. But I told you to start with, there's no 3 freshman duo
You've said
ever
that.
won a national championship. And, you know, Houston never panicked, man. I know the commentators are like, they need to speed the game up at the end of the game down. They just did what they had to and couldn't get it in bounds. And then, unfortunately, they led, and you know, Florida, I think in the last 3 games, they were down double digits and come back every game and won. So,
hey, well, we also talked about that too going into the Final Four. You know, championship teams, they find ways to win all kinds of games.
That's what they did the last 4 games. And I like Sampson. I think he does a good job over there.
Houston
just can't get that title.
Yeah. Well, maybe he'll keep up the good run. It was good basketball. It was a good weekend.
Oh yeah.
The games were good. Basketball season's over. You got this weekend the big event, the Masters.
Yep.
Down in Augusta, Georgia. Beautiful place. I'd love to go one time. I don't really care to go during the Masters, but I'd like to go down there and just, I don't know if you can walk around the course. I swear I ain't going to play it. I can't play it. Ain't good enough to play. But it'd be cool to go down there and see.
You might play it. It costs you lots of money. I don't even know if you can play it.
Yeah, I don't
know who's the favorite in that. What's the name?
So right now, this was the early favorites, and it's already started. We're recording this after the tournament has started, but Scotty Scheffler was the early favorite. Rory McIlroy was next, and then John Rahm.
It seems like them 3. That one guy can hit it a country mile. That John Rahm.
Yeah.
I like McIlroy. Is that his name?
Mm-hmm.
I like him. Who's he married to? Ain't that the one that's married to Wayne Gretzky's?
No.
That ain't what does he finish to win? He's gonna get
That's Dustin Johnson.
Dustin Johnson.
Sure.
It don't even matter if he wins. He just shows up.
You already said he's won, huh?
Yeah.
He's already won in life. Make sure I'm right. But yeah, he. Let's see.
I don't know a lot about golf. I mean, I watch it occasionally, but
I started following it, but then when they split off and they had the live or however you say it, I kind of lost interest.
But you know, it is fun to watch because it ain't like they just go from hole to hole to different people. It ain't no downtime and stuff like that.
No, it's always something to do. That's pretty cool. Relaxing on Sundays if you don't have anything to do. You got time to just eat you a good lunch and then kick your feet up. Sundays are always fun with golf tournaments.
Yeah, is it? Oh yeah, I reckon it is.
It's cool.
It's cool. Well, we got that, and spring football is going on now.
Yeah.
What teams are doing it? What teams are not doing it?
Some teams are having spring games. Some teams aren't.
I think you're going to see the art more as it goes on because these kids spring practice and they just say, well, I ain't getting the reps in spring practice, so I'm gonna get on out of here.
Yeah. And then, too, you got people out there scouting spring games and talking to kids. And, you know, I know I always use East Carolina a lot because that's what I have the most experience with. Last year, I remember we brought in this kid. He transferred in from South Carolina, wide receiver. He got there in January, went through the spring game, had a couple of nice catches in the spring game. Next week,
he's gone.
He was in the portal. Now, he may have been asked to leave. I don't know. But I'm just saying, that's kind of crazy. Kid ain't even there 6 months.
I think you're going to see a lot of that. I think some people are going to probably get out of the spring game.
Well, then you got other people talking about, like I think Dion wants to do kind of what the NFL teams do, where they have like joint practices and stuff.
Yeah.
And then kind of have their I guess, controlled scrimmages in those settings. I know he's kind of made some conversation pieces about that. But, yeah, I don't know. Spring games, have you ever been to one?
I mean, that's good, East Carolinas. I mean, I enjoyed that.
I've been to a couple, and I've watched a few. It's all right.
It's all right.
Yeah. It's kind of bad.
Scripted out and everything.
Well, yeah, and then it depends on what kind of format they do. You know, some of them do offense versus defense, and they got like a modified scoring system. Some people do, you know, they like split their teams up, and you got some ones and some twos blended in together, you know, and then they do like a true, you know, purple versus gold or blue versus white or whatever color scheme you got going on. And I don't know. I went last year because, you know, East Carolina had the new coordinator and all, the quarterbacks, and it was cool. But then you walk away and you're like, well, if your team scores a lot of points, like, man, are we good on offense?
Yeah, because you're bad on defense. You don't really know.
You don't really know what the deal is. And so anyhow, I don't know. What do you think? I mean, would you, if you were a head coach, or let me back up, let's say this. Let's say you were the newly founded GM of a college football team. Would you want to have a spring game?
I don't know. If I did, I want that. I don't know, because you're going to make somebody mad if they don't play, and then you look up and they're gone. So,
yeah.
I mean, not really. Just practice, I reckon. You can just practice. I would love to go see Carolina spring games, see what they got going on. But he liable to send the right many of them home after spring practice. Now, I can see it with a new coach coming in, like Belichick and stuff, because he can see what he's got a little bit, and he can clear house and do what he's got to do.
Yeah.
Then he got a draft coming up. I don't know much about out there. There's a lot
of stuff going on with the draft. They say, you were talking about it this morning, a top like 10 draft pick could also go in the second round.
Yeah,
like,
they can't really narrow them down. Like Deion's boy, I've heard him high as 1 or 2, and then I've heard him late in the first round.
I saw earlier today, I want to say it was like an 8 or 9. Somebody projected him to go 8 or 9 overall. Pretty much the only one that I think is locked in is everybody's pretty confident Cam Ward's going number 1 overall. Mixed feelings on that. Like I said, I don't really like the way he handled the bowl game, but whatever. It's a business decision, I guess.
It's either him or I forgot the running back there real high on. He's going to be 1 or 2. They said those might be the only 2 locks at 1 and 2. I thought going out, there's going to be a lot of running backs coming out in the first round, going to be first round, and quarterbacks. But they said they ain't been really impressed with some of the stuff.
Well, that, and then you see a lot of the guy from Penn State, the edge. I can't think of his name right now. I had to look him up. But he's a heck of a player. You know, they got him. They got some defensive linemen that are kind of popping up. But it's a fun time to watch the draft. I mean, you think about it. I know we talk about this NIL money all the time, and there's some big money going. But you get a call on the first night of the NFL draft. Your life really has changed.
I like watching all those combines. I like watching that stuff, what they do and stuff. What you think about going out? You think Cooper Flagg's going out? Or is he going to stay back and collecting about $12 million? I know he just got that big shoe deal.
He's gone, man. I thought about it, but I'm gonna tell you, the thing that I say got him, in my opinion, is when he said, hey, he got hurt in that ACL. When he kind of tweaked that ankle, and you see that footage of him rolling off in the wheelchair. Listen, I know that the money's going to be there. He can make some money, no doubt. He's already got an endorsement but the other part of this thing is people lose sight of this is, a kid plays, they want to make it to the NBA. Yeah. And he spent all this time, and it's right here in front of him. And you say, well, he's going to be there next year, and he certainly would be if he's healthy, but does he want to take that chance?
And I didn't know till he's supposed to be a senior in high school.
Yeah.
I didn't know he'd up a class one time, and so he was actually a senior in high school, and so that means he was like a junior in high school, and he's playing that USA team.
Around here we've heard of a lot of people reclassifying so they get another year of high school.
He just went.
He reclassified all right. He went up a level.
That tells you a lot there.
That's the only reason he left Maine. He went to that school. I think it was in Florida. He's a heck of a player.
That's pretty impressive. He's the best player in the country.
Yeah.
And I guarantee you, if he took that shot 10 times, he'd make it 7 times. But everybody in the country knew he was going to take that shot that night. Might have needed to work on another little play or something. But I don't get the big bucks like that.
Yeah. Well, what else, Coach? What else we got going on right now? You watch any of that spring football? The USFL.
Yeah, I watch some
And
of
that's
that.
fun
Yeah.
too now.
I watch some of that.
I like that because those guys are competing
Yeah.
to try to get some money. They're
watch that.
trying to find a way to get back into it. And that's pretty good games too now.
Yeah, I like watching that.
So we'll see. Well, Masters tournament, I'm just going to go ahead and tell you, I think John Rahm's going to win it.
You got that? I got. What's the guy's name? The first,
Scotty Scheffler.
I'm thinking him. One of them two. One of the top
Or
three.
Rory.
See, they like basketball. It's kind of those 4, 5, 6 teams can be. But you have a bad day. I think they had a little par 3 tournament not the other day. That's been pretty cool to watch.
Those are cool.
Now I know some people that go and watch that.
Yeah.
They'd like to go watch. They ain't expensive.
Hey, and I'll do this too, Coach. I say that the winning score be, I'm going to say 9 under. 9 under.
9 under.
9 under wins it. You get 9 under, you win it. That's what I think.
And I know you can do a lot of betting on some golf too now.
Oh, yeah.
'Cause I don't.
A lot of money on the golf course too. That's what got MJ in trouble.
Yep, but he could afford that though.
Yeah.
He didn't bother that. Hey man, I've been trying to think of this song.
God knows.
If anybody can kind of tell me, it's like it's the lightning and the thunder. If somebody come up and tell me kind of who sings that song,
Get up with Coach Bird.
let's put it in the thing because I don't know why it's stuck in my head. I don't know why it's stuck in my head, but you don't know things, do you?
Oh no.
I don't. I don't know either, but I want to know.
There you
Before
go.
I find out.